Welcome, Leo Virgo, to your Astrodice reading for April. Hope you friends are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers. Anyone new, welcome, welcome. Okay, my friends, let's see what's going on with you. For those of you who are new, this is where I take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope for the month. Just using one house, guys, just one house. There are 12 houses, but we only use one. So most important house, please, for Leo Virgo. Yeah, that Pisces coming out with Neptune. Ooh, going straight into the 11th house. Very nice. Let's move these over just a little bit. Go off camera. Very nice, my friends. Oh, wow. Okay, so going straight over here. Neptune. Your fantasies, yearnings, longings, and potentials for illusion. So there's a lot of dreaming and a lot of things that you would like to complete and have, I feel like for some of you, it's almost like this should already be completed. I've been working hard on this, and this dream should already be done. Yeah, it's kind of a touchy situation when it comes to that card, because it does feel like you're longing for something, but for some of you, it feels like, but I've been doing this so long, it should already be here. I shouldn't still be having to think this, think this through. With the Pisces over here, the energy is wistful, endlessly loving, compassionate, and forgiving. It confuses and softens to resolve any issues, which is making you a little more sensitive this month. And because this Pisces is going to be inside of this 12th house, it is going to bring out the sensitivities. And it's going to make you want to long more, especially when you have the Neptune with the Pisces, because the constellation of Pisces is within that Neptune planet, right? So that is its planet. So definitely this is where the cosmos grants wishes, luck, friends, and social occasions. So it's almost like you're wishing upon this star over here, but your sensitivities are getting the best of you in some ways. And that's because it feels like you're waiting so long for this situation to come about, right? To really start taking off, or it should already be done. Let's see what's going on over here. Going straight into the situation is taking place in the beginning of the month, middle of the month, and the end of the month. So, of course, we're going straight to the beginning of the month. Oh, feeling like your manifestation is not completed or has not really come true. Under the Neptune, really what it's saying is this fantasy, this yearning, this longing that I have, I don't really see it coming 100. Right? Yeah, it's for your own self-satisfaction. With the Hierophant over here, for some of you, it's it could be within some kind of relationship issue. It could be the friends, the social occasions. It could be the love, right? Communication through a relationship that you would like to further pursue or fix, or however it is. But it's also losing a little lack of faith over here, and that's just because it feels like you wanted overnight improvements, or you wanted something to come through so fast and it has not done. So, yeah. But in the beginning of the month, you're losing a little lack of retrospective. Okay? And that's because you're running on so many high emotions that you're not allowing yourself to really use the intuition. So it's almost like your intuition is blocking itself from the situation. And this is because you're talking about touchy situations, touchy subjects, things that you want, standing in your own success, things to go your way. And it, is revealing maybe even a little bit of ego. So just be careful of that in the beginning of the month. And that's just because of this watery sign. So it does feel like there could be a little bit of stagnancy coming that is literally going to test your patience on how you're going to take the leap of faith, because you're not seeing things come the way you want them to. So you're pushing to complete even harder than ever. But the problem is when you're doing so, you're not seeing the overall picture, right? So you kind of are losing the perception of what's really going on, and kind of it's also losing a little bit of balance. So be careful of that, right? You want to keep yourself balanced as possible because the impatience is going to bring in, right, the lack of retrospective. There it is. So I'm going to say that this card here is probably the overall arcana for this right here, because this is going to make you kind of hide out. It's going to make you kind of, I don't know, guys. I keep getting this feeling of, I have this kind of numb feeling. And that's because the Pisces over here, when it starts working on your emotions, it's going to kind of numb down the situation. You're not going to be able to use the higher intuitions when you are feeling down, when you are feeling like the universe is, not, maybe you feel like it's kind of cold shouldering the situation. If you feel like the relationship is to the point to where it's having a hard time taking this improvement, right? And there's no overnight improvement that you are looking for. So that it'll be fine. I just feel like, you're so sometimes when we over manifest, guys, and we over push, it turns negative, right? So you want to really watch the balance between how much you really want something versus it turning itself into that negative form of over pushing. It's a thin hair line, right? So it just feels like you're looking for it to move so fast to get to the success that you want that now it's kind of cold shouldered you and kind of taking the back seat. So we'll watch that. Okay, going straight to the middle of the month. So you don't feel lucky in the 11th house, right? No, your 11th house doesn't feel lucky, but look at that. The middle of the month, you do have the 3 of Cups, the Page of Swords. Somebody's watching, and you're learning something as well. So I do feel like somebody is watching you. Somebody wants a resolution with you, Leo, Virgo, but I also feel like you're learning a lesson over here. There's going to be some kind of lesson that's going to happen. I also feel like there's going to be some kind of team up going on over here as well that's going to open up this Wheel of Fortune, where you're feeling like the Wheel of Fortune is not as fortunate as it should be. You still feel like there's not that much good luck. But as you team up with the situation in some situation, whether it's your friend giving you advice or however it is, it's going to make you step up to the plate to learn the situation. Maybe it's me just teaching you, I don't know, teaching you to balance yourself. I don't know. I'm not the Page of Swords, but you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we get understandings from different areas and teachings from different areas to help us open up this Wheel of Fortune. I would love to believe that this was me, but I don't take that kind of credit, right? But I am saying right now, you are definitely going to learn something that is actually going to, make your emotions back on top, so that that Pisces energy coming into you, and that's the Neptune. This is Neptune. This is Pisces, is going to override the situation to where your perception is now opening. Now you are actually seeing the new perception. You are actually seeing the joy, feeling the joy, and feeling more balanced. And you're going to be able to look deeper into that cup and be able to have a more self-assured feeling when it comes to these fantasies and say, okay, we can kind of let that go because I understand. And having this understanding, now you have this person also looking at you. But if you're looking for someone where you have a bad relationship to come and give you some kind of an apology or reconcile, it's not happening. It's almost like they're watching you, but they don't know how to come and reconcile with you. So if you're waiting for that, you're going to have to wait a while because they don't know what to do. I think it's because they don't think, I just keep thinking they don't know what you're thinking. They don't want to come and push your buttons. They don't want to come. I'm going to say there's a little fear of them coming to you because they're not sure how your emotions are about the situation. Because it feels like the last time that you two were together in the beginning of the month, or maybe even last month, your emotions were so overly emotional, whether it was heated or sorrowful or mad or whatever those emotions are. Emotions are emotions. Maybe you were just closed the door on them, right? But however it is, they're not sure how your emotions are. They're not going to come back. They don't want to improve this right now because they're holding back due to, like I said, just due to your emotions and so forth. With the Wheel of Fortune, you do feel like you are making better progress, though, and you are traveling towards better progress. You do feel like things are taking a better step and that the world is becoming a little more vibrant, and your imagination, wow, is also improving as well. So you might feel even, you know, like things are radiating towards you. And you do feel like things are more at your fingertips than they were before. So, however it is, you're going to feel like things are taking a beautiful turn. Okay. So even though you still feel like you're waiting too long for something, it does feel like your energy has definitely changed. And you are definitely releasing some of the darker emotions and holding back from the experiencing that true peace and joy and happiness and harmony that you have within yourself. And I love that, because that's showing you that now you are the Nine of Coins. And to be the Nine of Coins, you're saying, I do have this, I do feel more simplified. I do feel more harmony. I feel more at peace within myself. But I would really like for this to happen, you know, for this chance to happen, for this, you know, this wish to happen, this dream to happen, whatever it is that you're looking for, my friends. Okay, so getting towards the end of the month, we have the Queen of Wands. That's definitely yourself going into some higher vibration. And it's going to be good for you, though, too, Leo, Virgo, because you're not only just going to be using that Neptune, you're also going to be vibrating also within your own element of this Leo in here. So having this Leo coming out is really going to bring in a creative force for you, and you're going to feel like you are more social. You are going to feel like you can take more action in the direction that you want the direction to be in. And your self-confidence is really shining, though, too, as you're feeling more balanced and really starting to understand the intentions of what you really desire and what you really want, and really moving towards those. And it's a more brighter, sunnier outlook than you've had for a while. Over here, I just love it because it's just showing, you know what, I'm starting to feel better, but now I feel almost 100, right? And this is now, all of a sudden, you have this Knight of Cups. Now, this is really crazy, because if this is the person that you were having issues with who did not want to come, now they're coming. So here's the twist and the turn to the situation. And this is, you know, this is that kind of getting back together feeling. Not only are you feeling back together within yourself and your own element towards the end of the month, but you can also feel like this dream and this desire that you've been having, whatever it is in your 11th house, is actually coming towards you. And you're seeing the promotions, you're seeing the offerings, you're seeing everything coming that you want. And this is because I do feel that they now see you back to normal. Now they're not scared to come say anything to you. Now they're not scared that you're going to blow up, or that you're going to cry, or that you're going to show these over emotions, right? Or, you know, over concerns, or however it is, my friends, right? So it's going to actually feel a little more magical for you as you're actually getting the Ace of Pentacles, which is a very good thing for you, because now you're going to feel like you actually were gifted what you've been looking for. And this is going to bring you much more love, much more abundance, and much more joy. And this is going to allow you to actually embrace, when this comes in, this is actually going to allow you to embrace everything in the life that leaves your heart feeling full, because it's all you were looking for before was the Ace of Wands, where it's like, I just wanted to take the action and have this pull through for my own Nine of Cups, remember, right? So instead of getting the Nine of Cups, you started feeling the Nine of Pentacles. But it's almost like to the point where you had to get your emotions, you know, from being in distress mode to actually start embracing things. That way you don't have any cliffhangers going on, right? So now it just feels like you are shining, and whatever cloud is there is no longer there anymore. You can now see the blessings shining through all the doubts and insecurities of the situation. So you're definitely finding this radiating change within yourself, right? To where it doesn't feel like anything is going to go wrong. If anything, now the luck is coming through. The Wheel of Fortune is right side up, and you're saying, I can feel this, and I'm embracing it. So, yeah. So it's almost like you're escaping the old energy to put yourself back into your own energy. Why? Because you don't want to feel like you're thieving from yourself anymore. You just want to feel yourself, right? Like myself, and having that incredible feeling. And now you're going to be able to plant seeds because you do have the progress in what you need. And you're actually feeling like all the yearnings and all the things that you were dreaming about are now actually coming into fruition. So you definitely have this calling now to be able to enjoy that. Wow, and the Traveler comes through. Some of you might have been dealing with some kind of other fire sign, like an Aries or a Sagittarius. And you're definitely going to be feeling like this person is definitely making their way back to you, or whatever this is over here in the 11th house. Because remember, it's wishes, luck, friends, social occasions, whatever it is that you want. So even if it was, whatever, right? This one really feels like a person, though, whether it was a friend that you needed to do something with. But even if we bring in a job, let's just bring that in for 1 second, because I know a lot of you are going to say, I don't have this other person. If this is a job that you feel has been eluding you, and you feel like this person is just not looking at your resume, you can literally say, finally, they've looked at my resume. Finally, they're not eluding me. Finally, they're not putting the cold shoulder on me. Finally, they're going to pick up that dang phone, answer my call, and now they're going to do so. Or maybe they're eluding you to have a promotion. So whatever the situation is, it's definitely there. For the majority of you, I'm telling you, it's a relationship with some kind of person who has been playing foul games with you. But they keep saying it's because they don't know. No matter what, they don't know what you're feeling. And a lot of this is also because they have been eluding you, no matter what the situation is, to the point to where you over put in energy, and you need to get yourself balanced. And once you find that balance, you're going to realize that, bam, here it comes. So your chakras are really messed up, right? Because you've been kind of over manifesting. I see that at the very beginning of the month. And that was because you were, you need this though, And then you'll make the progress that you need within the 11th house. And this person does definitely want to talk to you, and you're going to feel like you have a more open conversation with this person. During this time of the month, though, too, you're also going to be learning a lot of things, and also a lot of things about your own emotions. You can thank Pisces for that. You can thank Pisces for that, for allowing you to come through and say, wow, okay, right? Because when I get too down and out and I'm imbalanced, it's hard to use my intuition. It's hard to keep myself balanced. So there is definitely a lot of magic that's going on around you, in so many different ways of also just communicating and learning. Wow. And with the Ace of Cups. So definitely towards the end of the month, the outcome really is, once the communication really starts coming through and you start really pushing towards that happiness and pushing all those gray clouds out to really get yourself balanced, you will find what you're looking for, my friends. You will find the rainbow, because a rainbow only comes after the rain, when the sunshine's coming, right? And sometimes it's even sprinkling, and that sun comes out and it forms a beautiful rainbow, right? Man, I remember seeing that in Hawaii, you guys. The most amazing thing. And I'm sure you all see it. You just got the tiniest sprinkle still going as you're cutting through the clouds. And as soon as that sunshine comes, you get this rainbow. And that's exactly what it is. And then you're going to feel like towards the end of the month that you actually succeeded in doing something. And you're going to be what I call the sure shot. Because there's nothing going to be more sure than knowing that as soon as I understand what has just happened and taken place, I have more surety over here. Because it's groundbreaking. And that's exactly what you're doing. You're kind of taking the sword, breaking the ground, or you could say breaking that cloud, making it rain to get the dang rainbow, just to make that sun come out. Okay? And I see a lot of deeper love and a lot of deeper diving into the things that you want, because of this learned experience. It's really what it is. Very beautiful. Beautiful reading, my friends. Okay, my friends, until next time. Peace and love. Bye-bye.